3 videos attempting to make a proper screen recorded video for the audience. But no matter what I try to do with the audio, it wasn't working. And that's odd because there's no issues with the audio on this computer. So I don't know what the hell that was about, but unfortunately, you'll just have to with me in this old ghetto style of recording right now. And could do. Um, I took a look at the SOS labyrinth again in Montreal and a few other things, and something hit me that I thought was a little bit interesting. So let's recap and go back in time a little bit. Several months ago, I believe it was in April or May, Heliofon, the makers of ipetgoat2, released a second video the only second throughout the entirety of their existence. In this video, they were walking through Montreal, and they were really focusing and emphasizing a lot of attention on this particular building here that had a large SOS message on it. And this whole area is really interesting. So, SOS, save our ship, save our souls. And basically, structure is like a maze where you go in and you know, go through all these labyrinths, right? It's a labyrinth. But you know what else it is besides it being a labyrinth is that it's an analogy for life. And this Ferris wheel over here that nobody paid attention to, I don't think it's there by accident. I believe this Ferris wheel, this labyrinth, and this set of pyramids, all within the same vicinity of one another. Actually, these pyramids are right behind the labyrinth in Montreal. So it kind of clicked in my head that this building represents life, the labyrinth of life. It represents the journey we go through these different mazes and all the confusion along the way. And it in a grander scale, it represents Earth or the souls, right? Because it says, save our souls on this building. SOS. And these souls are sort of kind of trapping themselves in this building. And so what does the Ferris wheel represent? This is the wheel of time. Okay, so you have the wheel of time circulating in this motion, and it's projecting imagery onto the lost souls in the labyrinth, which is Earth, and then the energy from the labyrinth, Earth, is then being extracted and siphoned into the pyramids behind the Earth. Okay, see right here, you could actually see the Ferris wheel right there with the pyramids and the labyrinth nearby. Okay, so this is all intricately designed, symbolically designed, in my opinion, to represent this, cosmic cycle and how all of this energy is being siphoned and extracted into the pyramid. But we would have to go back to my ipetgoat2 series on Horus and Osiris and how all this came to be in the Crystal Garden, and it's just a very long story that I can't get into right now. But look, it's full of light inside. Look at that. It even is represented symbolically in that way. The interior and exterior of this pyramid is filled with light because they're taking the light from us, from the labyrinth, through the cycles of the wheels of time. And it's also implying that the cycle of the wheel of time is approaching its end. resetting its cycle. Okay, so basically, we need to escape the labyrinth. That was the point of the second video, who of the makers of ipetgoat2 and Heliofont. The purpose of that second video was for them to say exit the labyrinth. That's what they're saying. And the labyrinth is the earth. So it's possible that they literally mean exit the earth. I don't know if that has anything to do with Elon Musk's space exploration stuff or not. I don't know. See, what does Earth have? Earth has prisons. Earth has toxic chemical spills. This represents our planet, this labyrinth. Okay? Look, Earth has trains and trees, blah, blah, blah. So, and obviously none of this was by accident. This is all purposeful, like right before the event in Israel. I literally think it was about 33 days prior. This video, the SOS video, was taken down, as well as the Heliofont website. And if you guys didn't know, there's actually a date already set for the invasion of Gaza, so they haven't changed their mind. And obviously, they haven't revealed the date, but it just goes to show, I think, that this conflict has the potential of escalating to World War III much more than Russia and Ukraine, because of so many more global powers involved in the Middle East. So it's kind of obvious. So now that we got the labyrinth and the wheel of time and the pyramid out of the way, let's switch subjects a little bit and just go back to this crap for a moment, please. And we got a real puzzle to solve now. I'm sorry. See, like I said, I was trying to make a normal screen recorded video. Wouldn't let me. But hopefully you can see. So take a notice at November and December and how they're very different than the other months. I would say they have more damage on them compared to the others. Now, I made a video about this a long time ago, and I said I believe that each of these is a separate aircraft carrier. Like, this was like 2 years ago, probably, when the Ukraine war started. Now, the idea of aircraft carriers in ipetgoat2 is nothing new. JK Bugout talked about it in this scene, which you see these two structures here. It either looks like one aircraft carrier split in half, or it looks like two separate ones. And you know what's interesting, actually, sorry for the side note here, but a lot of people are saying that that's not a Madonna, that is a Islamic woman in the hijab, which, now that I think of it, that makes a lot of sense, considering just the absurd amount of Islamic imagery throughout the entire cartoon. And you know, Israel even referring to their event as their 9/11, and you know, basically portraying jihad. This cartoon is portraying jihad. Okay, I mean, you have bin Laden preparing, you know, all these troops right here, right? And what's Iran doing? Well, they're sending busloads of people to Syria. I don't know about this scene. Kind of got off on a tangent here. I think what's possibly going on here is the closure of the Strait of Hormuz to prevent oil from leaving port. That's what I think this scene is, but I don't know. Got a bit ahead of myself there. I'm really curious about these 2 months right here. So we already talked about how between October and November, that's obviously the shape of Israel right there. Okay. And you can clearly see it. Now, what's going on with November is a lot of people focus on his eye, but I'm curious why there's an X over the mouth. And that's what I want to get your opinion is, what is this X over the mouth indicate? Is someone going to be silenced next month? Is someone going to be taken out? Because it could either mean silenced or dead. This individual, month, country, I don't know. Someone is no more. Basically, is a cadaver. But even more so, how different December is with this massive crater as opposed to everyone else. And again, aside from months, remember, most of the aircraft carriers are named after presidents. We just had 2 of them leave my nearby port here in San Diego just today. And there's been a lot of talk about aircraft carriers lately. Carl Vinson, and actually, not only that, I actually have an acquaintance on one of them who's a sailor on one of them, believe it or not, on the USS Gerald Ford, the one that's in the Middle East. He's on there right now. So clearly, this month was designed to stand out from the rest, in my opinion. And of course, the twins as well. So these are all just very different from all the rest. You see how everyone kind of looks, I know that they're stationary figures, and it's kind of a stupid thing to say. They kind of look calm in a sense. They look calm here, but they look kind of dead here. Or, they just don't look the same on this side at all. I don't know. In over my head. But, if they have a date set, Israel, about the Gaza invasion, I suspect it'll be on Halloween. That's going to be the date set. I think so. I don't know. A lot of people have been saying that this skeleton implies the Day of the Dead, which is November 1st. And Halloween has no association with fireworks, but the Day of the Dead in Mexico does have an association with fireworks. But again, I don't know. And one more thing, a couple more things actually. So, remember East Palestine, Ohio? I know I already talked about this in the community post, but hey Dan, hey Rebot. Yeah. Man, I'm looking for the scene with the Black Madonna. Come on. Oh, my dreams. I've had some dreams, yeah. When I was in Wisconsin, I had a few really weird ass dreams, but they weren't, I guess worth making videos about. I don't know how to explain it. There are just some weird ass dreams for sure. Not last few days though. Oh yeah. So this scene for okay. So this event, East Palestine, Ohio, is the microcosm, or the miniature version, or the foreshadowing of this scene, I think. Okay. So they're saying not only Palestine, saying East Palestine, meaning Middle East, Palestine, beware. Okay, that was the message encoded here. And, aside from this massive, fire that took place, we had this circular, doom, end of the world type cloud with an end of the world type cloud here. So this is a warning, basically, East Palestine. And it happened February 3rd of this year. I don't know if that means anything. I don't know. But I believe that this and this event are connected. And last but not least, I think it was you, Dan, that told me. Was it you? That Israel and Palestine are hugging each other at the end of Madonna's 2019 Eurovision show? And then they wear gas masks. Let's not forget the gas masks and all the tons of gas masks in Madonna's show in general. but Israel and Palestine wearing gas masks are just falling into a void. And there are some other countries too, but it's really hard to make out their flags or who they are exactly. Overall, you know, I know your thoughts of the beginning of the video with the SOS labyrinth and what your thoughts are. I'm really bothered by this damn crater in December. Actually, I've been bothered by that damn crater for years since I've been doing ipetgoat2. I've been trying to figure out ipetgoat2. I've been bothered by that crater for a long time now, many years. So every time I watch the performance, it creeps me out. I haven't watched it in a long time, and thankfully so. I don't really want to, you know. Yep. I mean, what else is there to say? You know, I think I said it all.